Yo, what it do, YouTube? It's your boy Coltureshock. We are back with another video, and today we're going to be talking about the Indianapolis Colts schedule and why I think it's not the easiest schedule in the NFL. First of all, I want to say foremost because we just drafted a rookie quarterback, and of course, you have some rookies that come out and pan out to be very solid and go on a run. Guys like Joe Burrow, he had himself a run. Then the year after, he got him a wide receiver in Jamar Chase, and then they went to the Super Bowl. So it could be one of those scenarios for the Colts, them having Anthony Richardson. But me personally, in general, they got a new head coach. They got a new coordinator. They got a new quarterback. They lost some talent in Gilmore, and therefore, they lost Paris Campbell. They lost Bobby Okereke. They even lost this Rodney McLeod. Yannick Ngakoue is gone. These are some scenarios that are just not one of those. Okay, it can blow over. They'll be fine going into the next season. These are some very important key moves, and some things are just being rebuilt in the Indianapolis Colts. They still have a roster. They still have a roster. They did not fully tank. But these are some key things that you cannot take into next season and say that, oh, just because of these things happen, the schedule, it doesn't affect how they can go into next year, because they can still have a very tough time with the schedule that's at hand. Now, of course, comparing this schedule to the NFL, this might look easy, but there are some sleeper teams and some games on this schedule that can definitely be very, it can go the wrong way for the Colts. Now, for me personally, I do think the Colts can win 8 games and possibly the division next year. But that's more into spilling tea going into next season. I have more videos going to why. But I'm going to explain some games that's going to be the reason why I don't think it's the easiest schedule. So, going over the schedule, week 1, we got the Jacksonville Jaguars. Now, if anyone knows the Colts, they know that the Jaguars are very formidable opponents, and they always usually have their number. Now, according to the NFL, the Jaguars might not be the team to beat. They might not be a good team, but last year the Jaguars had a very good season, in my opinion. Now, it didn't end how they wanted it to, but I think the Jaguars was very good last year. And this year they added some weapons. They added a pretty decent draft, so I do think they can be another good team this year as well. And they won the division, so that's one thing to think about. Then after that, we played the Houston Texans. Now, going against the Houston Texans, easiest schedule, I do think the Texans are very beatable, even though they got them a quarterback and they have some weapons. I do think we can beat the Texans, so I don't think about that at all. Week 3, we got the Baltimore Ravens. Like, the Ravens are a contender. I don't know anything easy about the Baltimore Ravens going into next season. So I do think they are contenders. Week 4, we got the Los Angeles Rams. I don't really see the Rams as a threat, in my opinion, next year. Stafford's coming back from an injury. They have Baker Mayfield. It's like, they have Aaron Donald and a few pieces of defense still, but I don't see them as, they lost Jalen Ramsey. I don't see them as a threat really going into next year, but they could creep up on us. Week 5 is Tennessee. I don't see Tennessee as a threat, but they can have a decent year. I don't think it's going to be one of those years where they're like winning the division or anything, so I don't see them as a threat. Week 6, we have Jacksonville again. I definitely think we'll go 1-1 against Jacksonville this year. Week 7, we have the Cleveland Browns. Cleveland Browns just made a few moves. I still think the Cleveland Browns are beatable, in my opinion, even though what they acquired with the pass rush scenario. But I do think they're still beatable. But it did make some moves. And they do have Deshaun Watson. Hopefully we can get the Deshaun Watson we're all used to, and that's him being mid, especially after last year. So I don't really see him as a threat, or the Cleveland Browns really. Week 8, we play the Saints. The Saints can definitely they can have our numbers for sure. So I don't see them as a sleeper team next year. I think they're going to be a pretty decent team. Week 9, Carolina Panthers. I think they're going to have a pretty good year as well. Week 10, the Patriots, and this one is overseas. That's not an easy game. I think they're going to have a pretty decent year, in my opinion. I think they're going to turn a lot of heads. I don't know why. I never count out the Patriots for some reason. I don't know why. It is Bill Belichick. They can have one of those quiet runs, or they can maybe deflate their way into a playoff run. Who knows? It's the Patriots, so they never surprise me. Week 12, we played the Buccaneers. I think that is an easy game. Week 13, Tennessee. I think that's an easy game. Week 14 is the Cincinnati Bengals. Now, you guys know my side passion for the Bengals. I do love them. I do love the Bills as well. That's my side team. It's like a side chick basically, but you guys know I love the Colts, so don't even try trolling me. But that is not an easy game. Week 15 is the Pittsburgh Steelers. Another game I do not think is easy. Week 16 is the Atlanta Falcons. Another game I do not think is easy. Week 17 is the Las Vegas Raiders. I do think that game is easy. I will give you that. Week 18 is the Houston Texans. So if I go back and count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 games. That is 7 games that I say here for the Colts, and the NFL count this as an easy schedule. How dare you? You know what? How dare you? I know there's another team out there with a schedule that's way easier than what we got, and you give the Colts a top 10 easy schedule after what we just went through and what we are going through with a new quarterback, a new head coach. The nerve of the NFL. Mm-mm-mm. But it's okay. I do think the Colts can win 8 games this year. It is what it is. Take it with a grain of salt. I do think the Colts have a chance of winning the division as well. That is, that is far fetched, but I mean that's just me predicting if Anthony Richardson can be what he's all predicted to be. I do think he has a lot to work on, but I do think he has weapons around him that can help evolve his game, and he can go out there and be one of the best quarterbacks in the division. This is a very young division quarterback class. Will Levis, C.J. Stroud. You got Anthony Richardson. Man, this is Trevor Lawrence. This is going to be a dogfight of a division. Usually, the AFC South has been looked down upon when it comes to talent and just being competitive. But I think that's about to change with all this that's going on in this division. I think this is exciting. This should be really good. This should be fun to watch, man. I'm definitely looking forward to seeing how this is going to turn out. But you guys let me know your thoughts about the Colts schedule. Is it easy? How many wins do you think the Colts can get? Let me know all these things in the comment section. And let me know your thoughts about Anthony Richardson and the AFC South in general. Now that I mentioned that, I might drop another video about it. But appreciate you guys for tuning in and staying forward. We got a lot of more content. I'm dropping YouTube shorts. If you guys have not seen my shorts, they are very pretty entertaining. So you guys tune into those as well. But this is Marcus, and until next time, you've been Cultureshock.